The power of first impressions. Day one of your new job. How should you prepare? What do you need to do in the first day, week, and month of being on a new job so that you'll stand out in a positive way, make a great impression, make new friends, and also give yourself the opportunity to create the kind of impressions that are going to carry you through the career you have throughout that job. Your next job may be a job that transforms you forever. What you do in the first day, weeks, and months can make a huge impact to that long-term trajectory. So first impressions count a lot more than you may think. Here's the time frame I want you to write down. And in fact, you don't need to write it down. I've actually written it already for you on a blog, so I'll put the links below to that. You can just go to that and check it out. Day one. Show your best self. People often form opinions when meeting someone, so be ready to make a strong first impression. Walk in with confidence, not cockiness. Confidence is shoulders back, head up, smile on your face, ready to shake everyone's hand. That's important. People want to know you're going to be a likable, friendly, easy to get along with person. The ease of doing business with companies is really important. But the ease of doing business with others is also important. You want to be seen as confident and easy to get along with. That doesn't mean you're a pushover. Don't let bullies on the first day start taking advantage of you. Do set boundaries, but be easygoing. And don't be afraid to come in, put out your hand, shake hands with people, and give them your name clearly and slowly. And then, if they don't give you their name, ask them. And if it's a difficult name, ask them to spell it. Write it down. The more you show interest in others, oh, that's an interesting name, where are you from? The more they'll remember you as someone who took an interest. So look people in the eye, if that's your culture, and actually have a very short conversation. You don't want to overshare, so don't tell them your whole life story, but at least give them your name and some sense of who you are. Maybe one sentence, that's it. And then, as I mentioned, show that can-do spirit. You want people to have the impression you're here with the sense of belonging, but also you are ready to get to work. So introduce yourself, show genuine interest in your coworkers, join group conversations, and identify potential mentors or sponsors, people who can help you learn the job and learn the fundamental things of the job, but also those underlying cultural things that you may not yet understand. Now, the first week, you want to show your positive side. You are a can-do person. Even if you're not, fake it till you make it. Demonstrate professional enthusiasm and a willingness to learn. Fostering a supportive environment significantly enhances your job satisfaction and the assessment of your performance. This doesn't mean you're over-the-top crazy happy, but it does mean you see the positive side of everything you're learning. The first weeks of your job are most likely going to include lots of training, so being ready for that with a positive outlook is really important to help people perceive you in the long run. The more you're positive about it, the better you're going to take that learning in. And the faster you learn correctly how to do things the company's way, the better off you're going to be in the long run, and even in the short term. When appropriate, ask proactive questions, but be careful. You don't want to be the only person in a training program who's asking questions every 5 minutes. You could ruin that person who's training you flow. It can be very disruptive to the group, and they can think, oh, here comes the know-it-all. You don't want to do that. So ask questions to clarify, because oftentimes if people don't understand, they won't say something. But if you don't understand, do say something, because you want to understand. You're there to understand. And they'll appreciate the fact you want to clarify something. Often you have 3 months to really show your stuff. So learning the job quickly, positively, and making a good impression will help you get that job nailed. And in the first month, you want to show you are approachable. By integrating yourself into the team, learning their way of working, adapting to their culture is really important to making yourself approachable. In your past company, they may have worked a certain way, had a kind of vibe, all of that. That's company culture stuff. You want to adopt to this new company culture. Be yourself, but be the chameleon you need to be to get along with others and learn how they work. Maybe everyone goes for a coffee at 4. If you think, no, I'm going to show I'm working at my desk. No, go to the coffee at 4. Get to know people. Making friends at work is really important, and that first month is when you're going to make some of those friends. It's invaluable to have a sense of belonging in the workplace because if you feel like you belong, they'll feel like you belong too. And it will help you connect with others and engage in your role. You also want to master verbal and nonverbal communication. So verbal communication obviously is talking. But talking can be really annoying if somebody has sort of talking tics where they say and ah and like and such. You want to speak like you belong there. The other part is body language. You don't want to be built internally. You want to show external communication. So sit on the edge of your seat a little bit. That'll help you sit up straight and use gestures to convey excitement and engagement. With all of these things, don't overdo any of them. Just a little bit really helps bring your personality out. And if you're an introvert, the same things go for you. It's just that you're going to be more quiet. That's okay. But when you do speak, speak loudly enough for people to hear, speak slowly enough so they can understand, and speak with confidence. And create your value proposition. Sometimes people call this the elevator pitch. Know why you're there and what value you're bringing to the company. Frame your contributions in a way that align your goals to the company's goals. You want to be in alignment. Keep it clear, confident, and under 30 seconds. If you can't state your value statement in under 30 seconds, it's too long. You can always elaborate later, but get your key message out quickly and practice it. Say it naturally. So let me give you an example. Hi, I'm Liz, and I have a digital background in marketing, and I'm really excited to join the marketing team because I think merging these two things is going to be a really exciting learning experience for me, and I hope I have some things to offer to the organization as well. And have your ask ready. Know what you want as well. Having your ask ready isn't saying on the first day, when do I get my first week off? When do I get my next raise? But having your ask ready can be something as simple as, can I learn more? Can I get a sponsor? Do you have a mentorship program? Do you have a training program? Things that can help give you the skills you need to succeed in the future. And then when you're ready after a year or so to start asking for things like a promotion or a raise, you'll have not only shown you've been doing the work, but you also can show that you understand the value you're bringing to the company and how that value translates into promotions and bonuses and things like that. So one of the things I want to talk about here is the importance of building your skills on the job. Learning on the job is absolutely key to your learning journey. It's also a cheap way to learn. If you want to make your next job your best job, be ready, start strong, stay engaged, and plan for your future there. I wish you the best of your success at your new position. And if you're looking for a new position, want to build your CV, or learn how to learn on the job, check out these videos. And I'll see you next time on ProjectSkillsMentor.com. Bye-bye, everybody.